Hey guys, welcome back again to Bonsi Sport, and today we're going to be making grandma's special fisherman soup. So here are the ingredients we're going to be using. This is catfish and barracuda, there is snail, there is prawn, there is ungolo, there is also oziza leaf. In fact, there's just a lot of ingredients that we're going to be using to make this special soup. Dry fish, as you can see, yellow pepper, isam, just a lot. So let's just get straight into cooking. So here is ofo, because that's what we're going to be using to thicken the soup. It is called ofo. This one is actually the blended one. I don't know what this ofo is called in English, but I'll find the name and put it on the screen. So here is grandma mixing the ofo inside a pot with water and palm oil. She's giving it a good stir because it's going straight onto the fire. And yeah, she'll put it on the fire to cook a little bit for about 10 minutes so that it can thicken up. So yeah, she's adding more hot water because this is going to be the base of the soup actually. So yeah, you guys, this is 10 minutes after, and this is grandma putting ungolo into the ofo mixed with palm oil that has boiled and thickened up, and then this is her just giving it a very good stir. Forgive me, I lost the clip where grandma was actually steaming the fish. So she steamed the fish for about 3 minutes with her little ingredients of maggi, salt, pepper, and this is just the base that came out from the steamed fish. So she's just putting it into the soup so that it can give it more flavor. And this is us just selecting our crayfish to give it a good grind because we're going to be using it to cook this soup. So grandma is putting in the fish, the fresh fish. So yeah, she's just turning it all into together so that the fish can actually get into the sauce properly. Please, when stirring the soup, make sure to do it gently, just as how grandma is doing it, so you don't scatter the fish. So this is grandma adding isam to the already boiling soup, and you guys, look at the face of this soup already. It's coming together. Ooh, look at that bubbly, boiling, fresh looking native soup. So yeah, grandma is adding the snail because we like our snail a little bit crunchy at home. So she's going to be adding it few minutes before she finished cooking the soup. And this is her adding the prawns. And let me also state that grandma seasoned her snail, her prawns with yellow pepper and maggi overnight before using it to cook the soup so that it can give it taste and flavor. Because if you put it just plain into the soup, sometimes it ends up not having taste. So she seasoned it overnight before she started using it to cook today. This soup was different this time because grandma didn't add any additional salt or maggi into this soup. It was all the seasoning from the fish to the prawns and snail, and also the base from the fish that she had parboiled that she used in cooking this soup. Trust me, it was not ready yet, but I tasted it and it was so yummy. This is grandma adding crayfish into the soup just to give it more flavor. Here is the final part, which is where you add your oziza leaf. This is one of the main ingredients of the soup because it's what brings out the flavor of the soup. So grandma has brought down the soup from the fire and she's adding her uziza leaf because we want it to still be fresh. If you put it on fire while you are adding it and it cooks together with the soup, it's actually going to lose its color and its freshness. So this is grandma just giving it a good stir and your soup is ready. You guys, I lost a lot of clip from my native soup video, so let me add this bonus clip of how grandma made this delicious afang soup. This is red oil that she was bleaching on fire and she added onion into the mix, and this is the onion that is cooking, and then she will go straight into adding her fresh water leaf. This is another twist in cooking your afang soup, so she will add it and cover the pot. Yeah, part of the ingredients that grandma will be using, this is cow leg. She's going to be using cow leg, dry fish, meat, isam, and this isam is what the aquarium pool call pium pium. This is the soki soki isam that grandma is actually going to be using to cook this delicious afang soup. Here is the meat. We put it in the pressure pot for it to boil and soften properly, and this is the meat base that we're also going to be using to cook this afang soup. So yeah, the water leaf is beginning to dry and grandma is just giving it a good stir before she start adding all her other ingredients into this afang soup. Grandma is adding the meat stock into the soup because this is actually going to be the water that is going to be used to cook this afang soup. Yeah, she's beginning to add the meat, the fish, the stock fish, all the live animals that she's going to be using to cook this soup. Yeah, she's adding the pium pium isam. It doesn't take time to actually be ready. One thing about afang soup is that in like 10 minutes you can be done cooking this soup. So yeah, you guys, look at the soup is all coming together, and you guys, the aroma that was marinating out of the kitchen was just something else. Grandma's touch is always so special. The last ingredient left to add is the blended okazi, and this soup is ready.